Welcome to day 8 of 31 Uplanders in 31 days. I'm too stupid to win, and as always, joined by Thank Me Later. How are we doing?
Doing well.
Outstanding. So it's been an exciting first week. We've had 7 different guests, and it's running pretty smoothly. Still excited for this. I think I'm going to say that in every episode that I'm excited for this, and I can't
I
convey
hope
that
so.
enough.
I mean, every Uplander is a new adventure.
Absolutely. And you might see that I changed the title to 31 Amazing Uplander Stories in 31 days. So I know we're calling the series 31 Uplanders, but all these interviews have been great getting to know all these different players. This player that we have today, they've been making some amazing tools for Upland. If you have not seen some of their creations that they've made, and if you were on the Cyborg team, he had some amazing tools behind the scenes for the Sparklet Wars for the Cyborg team. And I love the dashboard that he's created. It looks a little different, and he's doing it on his own time. So I'm very excited that we're able to make this happen. We have the one and only Beulemann here with us today. How we doing, sir?
Hello, I'm doing fine. And you?
Doing excellent. MyUpland.Info has grown over the years. It's pretty awesome. It's grown over some time. It's pretty awesome what you've done there.
Yes, it was many sleepless nights.
But thank you for that. Really excited to have you here and learn a little more about you. So we can go ahead and jump right in.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Beulemann, not Beulemann. It's
Oh.
Beulemann. It's from if you bump your head against something, you get a Beule in German, and this is the combination. But it's okay. Beulemann. Everybody calls me like this in Upland because mostly we speak English, so it's okay.
I call you Beulemann Group. That's what I call it.
Yeah, well, but the letters are a bit changed between Beulemann Group and me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself outside of Upland.
Yeah, I'm 40 years old, husband, father of 3 kids. I got a master in business informatics and leading a team about 19, 20 people if all spots are not vacant anymore. I'm a soccer fan of Bayer 04 Leverkusen. Maybe someone from Europe may have heard it. I don't think on the other side of the ocean has something known about it. Yeah, and in some of the spare time between family and hobbies, I'm doing some little development stuff here in Upland and playing Upland.
And playing. I was going to say, do you have time to play Upland? Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, right one. How did you first discover Upland and what drew you to it?
If I remember correct, most people say the Brave ads in the browser. I just experimented a bit with new browsers, higher security, and then this ad pops up and says, hey, you can buy virtual properties mapped to the real world and do something that said, hey, let's take a look. Yeah, now I'm here. Yeah. Years later, it was November 21, so almost 3.5 years yet.
Nice.
No, 4.
And it's funny to see which ads drew people in, because Think Me Later and myself were drew in by either Facebook or Twitter ads at the time when we joined, and then there was the big Brave push, and it's just interesting the different mediums at different times the people came in and what drew them in where they saw it.
For sure.
Yeah. Never heard of anything before, so I just said, hey, click, check, and then make an opinion and stay here.
Yeah. And you've been here for a while. Thank you.
Yes.
So what do you do when you're not playing Upland?
It's mostly spending time with kids, the family, and friends with different hobbies, like the local soccer club with an annual season ticket. So every 2 weeks, I'm in stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You guys get rowdy at or is that the bigger levels of soccer where you guys get super rowdy?
It's we're the patient ones. Behind the goal with all these ultra hooligan fans and their burning pyrotechnics and all, but we just stay looking and doing some beer.
So much.
You got burning and hooligan. Wow.
Yeah, hooligan burning shenanigans. Like what?
Yeah, there are some YouTube videos with the ultras, what's called here in Europe, what they are doing in the stadiums. That is, yeah, nice to see, or exciting, or yeah.
Might go down that rabbit hole later. What was your first big milestone in Upland?
Yeah, layer 1 in Upland directly getting my first rare collection. I think 4 or 5 days after starting to play, spending many overpriced euros for it, because it was 30 came in, then I paid $90 for it. So I said, "Ooh, now with a more planned experience in Upland, I would not do it again, but hey, learning by doing." Yeah.
I like that. It's your biggest milestone, getting a rare collection, but yet it's one of the mistakes that sits with you the whole time.
Yeah, it was. I said I just discovered the collection. I said, "Wait, and sometimes I will own the higher ones." And I said, "Oh, look, 140K was the last price someone paid, so $90 must be a good deal." Yeah, dum.
Yeah.
What strategies do you use in game? Are you more of a collector, trader, builder?
Some pieces of everything. I'm not only collecting stuff, or I'm not a heavy trader to get properties in and out. I try to snatch opportunities if they show up to me, and yeah, just going forward straight.
All right, a little bit of everything. I like it.
Yeah. What's your proudest moment or achievement in Upland so far?
It is not the first rare collection. It was the release of my first dev shop. I take part in this mini game challenge Upland had. I think it was the end of 23, where they said you can get 1 million UPIX if you put some game up. And this time I developed this BE battle where 2 BEs can do something like rock, paper, scissors against each other. And yeah, the first release of the dev shop was, I was really proud. So I said, hey, I'm more than just a name on property cards, but my own product is shown without need to click on anything. It was
that's super cool.
Yeah.
And there's way less dev shops than anything else in the game, so that's definitely a great moment to be proud of, or achievement to have.
Yeah.
Which Upland is your favorite? Which Upland city is your favorite, and why?
Normally, I would say the city I started in, but Bakersfield is, except for Greywood and some other neighborhoods, not so great. But I found my home in Howard Beach in Queens, and yeah, I'm quite active in the Discord, and most of the German players are even there. So it's yeah, German node is it's not right. It's a Europe node, I would say. Most Europe players are in there, and so I would definitively say Queens.
Okay.
Belrose is in the neighborhood with Shaq and the others, so
yeah,
I think it's a nice place to stay.
Great city.
I learned something about Howard Beach. I did not know that it was such an international hub there.
Yeah, that does explain why we don't hear as much about it, like probably on our side, because it's a big community, but I don't hear as much about it like for our people. But ours are more U.S. based anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Discord is quite active, so I like them all, and met some of them in person in the meetups in Frankfurt, for example. So,
oh, very cool.
That's always so cool. I know going to Genesis Week is tough for some of our European friends in Upland. So having the European meetups, isn't that just an amazing thing to meet up with people and put names to the faces?
It was the Christmas market in Frankfurt. So we spent time on the rooftop of a parking garage where they put up a little market and some sort of lockwood cabin with some nice food, and then it was a nice evening.
Nice. So how has the Upland community impacted your experience in the game?
At the start, I didn't know that there's a community around this game. I just was thrown in from the ad and said, "Hey, okay, let's discover what we can do here," because there was not so much interaction. At least I don't know about it. And after discovering the Discord and connecting with others and learning that my first rare collection was not so a good deal, it is an exchange of informations, and it's nice to get to know to new people. At first, my English was not so good, but mostly of the contacts are in English because we are connecting all over the world with this game or with this app, or I don't know what to call Upland, right? It's not a game, it's not an app, it's an ecosystem, maybe.
Metaverse?
Metaverse.
Are we using that word anymore? Web3 platform. Web3 platform.
Yeah, many ideas how we can call it, but I would not say it's a game because the gamification aspect is a little too low. That's my opinion.
I disagree there.
Do you have any memorable collaborations or rivalries with other players?
Rivalries is easy, not that I know. There are some people who are offending me because my homepage is not as bright and shiny as some of the other pages, and sometimes doesn't work as expected, and so I get some real nice direct messages in the game. But hey, if they are jealous about me, I did something right.
I like that.
And collaborations, I did many work in my beginning months and years with the Upland Construction Company, or DEC and Maschef. And just started. I think it was 1 or 2 months after I started with Upland, I joined their leaderboard and helped out with building constructing all these Discord channels for all the builds. I'm already working with Maschef. The URL and the pages on my end I have developed for them. So this is the player I know the longest and I did the most business with.
That's a great one to have. He's a fantastic player in person.
Yeah, if I have some problems or there was an opportunity and I said, hey, can you send me 100K UPIX? There was no yes or no. There was just the email, you received UPIX.
Love it.
And then I just said, okay, I sent them back in two parts in the next week. I send them back and everything's okay. So this is getting to know each other, getting some trust. This is more value than getting a discount on a property or something. This is
for sure.
What is one piece of advice you would give to someone just starting out in Upland?
Have a plan and resist the FOMO dragon. This terms from Ben's podcasts. It was in the beginning, I just tried to get everything. I did this on this Blog Explorer, and there's another sale, and these, and that, and yes, and the credit card gets burning. But now I just get it under control after having some sort of plan and not just saying, oh, yeah, they look nice, but I don't need this for nothing, so don't go to the shop and don't buy it. But hey, have a plan and just think what are your own goals in Upland. If you just start and do something here, do something there, you will get frustrated.
That's some solid advice right there. Overload with everything now that they have to choose from. So yeah.
Do you have any quirky habits or rituals when you play Upland?
Okay, play Upland. Yeah, it's the definition of what is playing Upland. I do some racing and some treasure hunt. This is the playing part of Upland, but treasure hunt is very limited. I'm mostly developing, so it's just a big mug of coffee or some sort of Coke or something to get the power back to work. And then, just jumping between browser tabs, dev tools, and all this stuff. And the most time I spent jumping around on the map itself and doing stuff in-game which are not related to development is mostly in the morning, and then a cup of coffee and doing some timeline scrolling, checking what the others did, trying to catch up the official Discord and announcement and live updates and all what happened in the European night, but in the main time in America. So I'm just trying to catch up in the morning and see what they did to us in the last night.
What they did to us. I like that. What are your personal goals in the game for the next 6 months or year?
I just started the year with some sort of New Year's. I don't know what's in English.
Resolution.
Okay, thank you. Just to keep my balance green, to get more USD or euros out from Upland as in. But I'm investing still. I'm putting money in it if there's an opportunity. But my goal for this year is at the end of the year. In Germany, it is the schwarze Null, the black zero. So even income, even outcome. This will be, I think this is the first step, and then in the next years, turn it slide over and get the investments back.
Love it.
That's a solid goal right there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anything that you can play and break even with is a good day. All right. Now we go to our quick fire round. We have 4 questions that we try to answer in 60 seconds. So,
okay.
You're ready. All right. Favorite in-game property?
My first property in Bakersfield. Don't know the address, but it is my first property.
Yep. Favorite Upland event or competition?
I like the racing events.
Okay.
The newer ones, not the old ones with the you just look, but now we can do something in the game.
One Upland item you'll never sell no matter the offer?
My Director Block Explorer.
And what is your best Upland memory so far?
Connecting with so many great people from all over the world.
Oh, awesome. Man,
I
should start recording.
What are we doing
with
the seconds we have over? Huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's the German efficiency right there.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
No,
don't apologize. You crushed it.
That's what I got to do. I should record these times as we do these interviews and then rank them at the end of who got through the quick fire round the quickest.
Okay, if you recorded all episodes before the first one airs, so nobody knows that he got recorded, it would be nice.
It's going to be pretty close. We're still going to have some stragglers, but yeah, it'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
Now, do you have, this is your part of the open forum. If you want to discuss anything or say anything to the Upland community, this is or plug anything or talk about MyUpland.Info, anything like that. Here's your opportunity.
I was asked from some other people too if I want to advertise MyUpland.Info on the streams and do something with it, but it's slowly growing. I don't want to do much advertisement for it. I don't know. I like to be here. I like to connect to many people, talk to people I never talked before, like you both. Just watched your streams sometimes over the weekend after you recorded. And it's just nice to build a connection around the globe with people.
Yeah, that's super cool.
And I know Thank Me Later got super excited once we could go to your website and list it, and it had all the badges listed and who had the badges and what you got it for. So that was one of the coolest things, right out the jump that you put together.
It's mostly driven from my intrinsic motivation. So I say, okay, it would be nice to know something about how many different people collected at least one login bonus in their career, and then I get these numbers together and say, only 60,000 people doing the login bonus. And then there was the badges, and I said, okay, open the dev tools in the browser, check what Upland is doing on their end, and then check how I can gather this data and put it together and put it on my website. And I meet Board of Money from Upland in Frankfurt last Christmas event. We talked a bit about it because they are mainly focused on properties and NFTs, and I'm more focused on statistics. We drank some cocktails together and said, okay, we are not going to fish in the others' territory for paying customers. And as I stated on my website, there is a premium account on MyUpland.Info, and I can do anything to advertise it, but it's only to get data for the end user in a shinier way than the data I provide for everyone free. So just getting a few euros back from what I invested in server.
Yeah, it's fair.
And thank you so much for taking time, making this happen, being part of the 31 Uplanders in 31 days. Everyone definitely go check out the MyUpland.Info because there's a lot of cool things that are different stats that you normally don't see. And especially if you're in the racing, as Uplands improve their API with the racing, you can get more and more data from that, which is pretty cool too in itself there. So
they are improving, and so I can get this data and improve too.
Thank you later. You have anything before we end today's episode?
No, this is a great one. I love when we get to connect with our international people. It's always good to hear their side.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. That's nice to get to connections.
Yes. Yeah, it's very nice to actually, you see the name in game, you might message every once in a while, but it's nice to finally put a face to the name and actually have conversation. And it's nice to have the community get to know you a little better. So really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And stay tuned. This is only day 8. We have a lot more to go, a lot more entertaining Uplanders to go through and hear their stories too. So hope you're enjoying this series. Let us know what you think so far. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Thanks so much.
The Uplanders podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the Metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland property experts, baby, UPX.